How we doing, Big Cat?
Pretty good.
We went back in time, man. We went back in time to 2002.
Oh yeah,
A simpler time.
A very simple time. Didn't seem like it at the time, but you know, these
Certainly
days, yeah. 2002. What
was
a time.
Bush Jr. president, right? Yeah, Bush
was it?
Bush Jr.
Yeah.
Shortly after 9/11.
JWB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pre-Iraq War.
Was it?
Yeah.
Post 9/11.
Post 9/11, pre-Iraq War.
Well, this might have been in production, you know, before or during 9/11 times. Yeah.
Today, I'm Neil.
And I'm Luke.
We're the Thunderbutts.
And as you know, every season we do a different topic, and this season we are doing
Canceled series.
That's right, canceled television shows that don't last that long, and we watch them, discuss them, talk about whether they're worth it to watch.
Yeah, should they have been canceled?
Should they have? Should they have not? Whatever. And today we're talking about the infamous, or maybe just famous,
Firefly.
Firefly. Yes, this has a big cult following. Actually, Firefly. It's a pretty big show. And if you ask me, honestly, it's a pretty awesome show. I did enjoy it. I do like Firefly.
Have you seen this before? Did you see it before?
I have. I'm very familiar with Firefly.
Okay. I'd only heard about it.
Okay.
This was the first time that I was watching it.
Oh, really?
I had been told by a number of my, fellow sci-fi lovers that it's almost a travesty that I haven't seen this show.
Yeah,
yet.
I'm surprised you haven't, because we both like sci-fi and space.
They're
obviously,
like, you like the movie Jupiter Ascending, but you haven't seen Firefly.
Right, that's kind of fucked up, to be honest.
But I will say this: I don't like The Expanse either.
I haven't checked that out yet.
Yeah.
I have it, but I haven't checked it out.
I'm the controversial opinion of, I really don't like the show.
You read the books?
Yeah, I like the books. The books are great. The books are wild.
Sure.
And I've even, little brag here. I've met some writers on the Expanse show too.
Wow, brag.
And I
Big
even
brag.
asked one of them at the time. This was a couple of years ago. So I'm not sure if this guy is even a writer on the show, but I even asked him. I was like, "Did you read the books?" And he was like, "No, I haven't." So, I mean, if it's any better, I haven't, I don't remember his name, so I can't even dime the guy out or anything like that. Nor would I, but
just a weird name drop. It's name drops usually have names. So, but yeah, Firefly, great cast. Just to name off a few, we got Nathan Fillion, Summer Glau, Alan Tudyk, Jewel Staite. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Jewel Stacia. I don't know. Gina Torres, Adam Baldwin, Marina Baccarin.
Baldwin, baby.
A different Baldwin.
Yeah.
Ron Glass, Sean Maher. Yeah, just an all-around awesome cast, to be honest. I feel like this show kind of sparked a lot of... I don't really know. I don't really know if this, created a lot of careers or not. I do know in one of the episodes, fun fact, there was a flashback for the young doctor and his sister, and Zac Efron played the little...
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of, everybody in the show, there's 9 main actors.
Yeah.
Right? And they are the space cowboys, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
And every single one of these actors has gone on to do big TV series.
Yeah, a lot of them are in Marvel or Marvel or DC shit.
Main character is the lead in The Rookie right now. That's a pretty, that's...
He was also the Green Lantern and Superman.
Yep.
Yeah, Summer Glau was just awesome. Yeah. Anyway, it went for one season. 15 episodes.
14 episodes.
And a movie.
Average runtime per episode is around 40-ish minutes, more or less. But that's taking
pretty long for early 2000s Fox television show. And so this is, we're going to be talking about canceled TV shows. I feel like Fox is going to be brought up a lot. Fox and Netflix, like I said in the last episode, I feel like Netflix is doing what Fox used to do and just put on a bunch of shows and just cancel them a season
Well, the
later.
funny thing is whenever there's a show that gets canceled early, it's brought up like, was this the next Firefly?
Yeah,
It's
that's
like a
true.
catchphrase.
That's how, well, see, the thing is I'm pretty sure Firefly got canceled, and like then it like became like this cult hit afterwards, and that's kind of why the movie was made. It also continued as a comic book, so like I'm familiar with like I've read a bunch of the comics.
Movie came out in 2005.
Yeah.
So they got on that movie.
There's been
pretty
documentaries, they had like one big documentary with the guy who played the Baldwin. The guy who played Jane was like narrating it and things like that. So
it should
pretty
be made
big
clear
fandom.
that even though there was a Baldwin in this series, that nobody was killed in the making of this.
Nobody was killed. This is also it's a Baldwin unrelated. It's an unrelated Baldwin.
Yeah, it's an unrelated Baldwin, despite all the Baldwin brothers.
Yes, they decided to get a Baldwin that wasn't a Baldwin.
Yeah, and he's actually a pretty interesting character.
He's a fan favorite for a lot of people.
He kind of makes the show too, in some regard. And sort of an interesting thing I found out about the show is that it's one season, right? But the thing is the season ends in such a way where it was supposed to be like, that's just these 14 episodes were half of the first season. So that's why it just kind of ends. Like there's no, like season finale or anything like that.
Oh, I
it's
see.
It's just the 14th episode, the last episode. And another crazy thing which you ran into when you were streaming this is like episodes were out of order.
Right. So that's actually kind of one of the like reasons people speculated was canceled, because Fox fucked them on like the release schedule.
Yeah, they messed up.
So,
they started airing episodes
out of order. So when it first released, episode 2 was the first episode people saw. And like all the promos and stuff showed like the pilot episode in which like River, like they open up that like cryo thing and River's in there all frozen and stuff, so, and like none of that was in like then it aired and everyone was like, what's up
what
with
happened?
that, like,
what happened?
Yeah, she's just walking around, like
I mean, you don't ever want to like walk into a movie you really want to see and you're like, yeah, I'll wait for 30 minutes to go by and then I'll
sure
go.
Well, and this is during like when it was like on cable and or fucking Fox network TV.
Yeah.
So people like waited a week to find out what the fuck that shit was. So
yeah.
Yeah.
There's speculation too. Like this is one of those shows where you can really go down the wormhole in the interweb pages.
Interwebs.
Because of the fandom, and it's still like the actors will still talk about Firefly like at Comic-Con.
Yeah, I mean, people ask them about all the time.
You can really go into it, and there's a lot of information out there. But like one of the things, like with the shows getting out of order, like at the time in 2002, like the second Star Wars prequel came out, which
Episode
bombed,
2.
right?
Oof.
And then like you had like the sports were more of the network draw.
Sure.
On like especially like Fox, like football, and stuff like that. So it kind of added to, and then also the episodes getting aired in this kabuki fashion, right? It sort of was.
Kabuki.
It just added.
Cool word.
It added to.
Sounds a little racist.
You know what?
Jesus Christ.
I can't help myself.
Kabuki in this economy? That's fucking crazy.
But yeah, all this kind of added to the why the show was getting canceled, or because the decision was made pretty early to
pull that plug.
Yeah, to pull it.
Yeah, they were kind of fucked before they could even start, and like people just fell in love with the show as it was being aired, and like the decision was essentially already made.
It's
right?
kind of interesting. I mean, like
it's a dope show.
Like it's a space cowboy western for sure, because the show is set in the 25th century, so the 2500s.
The 20.
So 500 years from now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. 25th century.
Or is it the 26th century?
What century are we in?
We're in the 21st century.
Right. So it would be
the 26th century.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that.
Yeah.
It's a couple hundred years ahead.
Yeah.
It's a couple hundred years ahead.
Right.
And like
Neil's edible just kicked in. Anyway, no, it's set in like 500-ish years in the future.
I wouldn't call that the near future. I would call that.
I stopped myself.
That's the distant future.
The distant future, blah blah blah. And like
Star Trek always had us just like 300 years ahead, which is which you could kind of maybe like speculate, but this one's ahead.
One thing about it's like it's clearly like after like they reference like the Earth of old and stuff like that, but also like clearly like there was Chinese and American cultures survived and like a mashup of both in which like they're playing Chinese checkers at the saloon and like like they got like fucking Asian clothes.
Well, because those in the universe, those are the two cultures that survived,
right? And like
America and China,
right? And they speak a mix of. Well, they speak English with like Chinese words mixed in. I'm not sure what language.
Well, they say it's Mandarin.
Yeah.
But so like they're saying that the, which you can go down in the internet and stuff, that the Mandarin that's actually spoken in the show is like completely. Like
sometimes it's gibberish.
Yeah, it's just a mess.
Yeah.
But then people are like, well, all the defenders of the show is like, well, language
changes, but the English certainly survived.
The English made it, but
they mostly use the Chinese to like swear.
Pretty much.
They'll be like, I got to get off this Gishao ship. I'm sorry for saying Gishao, but like they say words like that. It'll just be like random syllables.
They'll be
sometimes.
like, it's kind of like.
But then they'll answer the phone and be like, ni hao. Yeah.
And I mean, you see in the show, like in the background, you'll see like, Chinese symbol. Writing and stuff. And then obviously like, you'll have the extras walking around in like Chinese, cultural garb, I suppose.
Right. Well, sometimes, it's almost like. It's almost so. I was raised by someone whose English is their second language, and it's almost like
Chinese.
It's almost like Chinese is their second language because every now and then, like when they get upset or something, they'll just like say a full sentence in Chinese. They'll be like, "Man, we gotta get out of here." Blah 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 blah. Anyway, like. So like it's a little loose on the like Chinese and American culture.
It's interesting. I mean, I think folks could speculate. Hey, maybe that could happen or something.
Sure.
Or something like that.
I thought it was fun. The one thing on this latest rewatch that I kind of noticed was like. It's like the old Western jargon. Like I could have done without that.
Yeah. Oh, they definitely still throw in the, what I would deem as like the late 90s, early 2000 quips of dialogue. Like in there where it's just kind of like, all right,
Well, yeah, but they also like they'll literally like like I can't think of a specific phrase, but they'll speak as if like they're in the old West, like like you've been bird dogging this town for a while.
Howdy, partner.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's like you've been bird dogging this planet for a while. I don't think anybody would miss a corpse of you or something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
language has evolved, but we've made sure to cherry pick some stuff from the 1800s.
Right. Like, so why did we go back and then like like people. It's a little loose, but like, I do like how it's like a Western space thing. Yeah. Right. It's really dope. Like the potential of like them doing it for like five more seasons and stuff. And then they did a movie, and I remember in an interview, a lot of the cast members said like they would love to just keep on making movies. Yeah.
There's allegedly, if you go into the wormhole, like some of these interviews, they're not too long ago. They're within the last couple of years, but they're they try to be little.
Tell me. Tell me what they try to be.
Let's lay down in bed and pillow talk about this.
Whoa.
But they're like talking about like like a reboot of the show, and stuff, which might be, which is always hairy.
I don't want that. I don't want that at all. I'm saying it right now. I don't want it.
Yeah, I mean,
I think about I can confidently say 75% of the internet is with me on this. We don't fucking want it.
Yeah.
Maybe like
they would have to
put something else in that universe.
They would have to kick.
Why don't they ever do that?
They would have to kick that out of the park.
Dude, you can't be Nathan Fillion and just like exist in which a world that a reboot exists. You like simultaneously.
I mean,
you'll have to kill Nathan Fillion in order to reboot that show. You mean like reboot, like continue the show, or like remake the show?
Well,
like it's like a remake or a reboot,
as far as
or like a requel.
It's like they're trying to continue the show.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, yeah. A lot. The percentage of the internet that's on my side just went down drastically. I thought you meant like they're trying to like just come up with a whole new Firefly.
I think
with a bunch of brand new young face actors.
I think there legit would be a civil war.
Well, because of how they ended this movie, which is called Serenity. I don't, spoiler alert.
Spoiler. Oh.
This was in 2005. Alan Tudyk's character dies in the movie.
A couple of the main characters.
Who else died?
I don't know. I didn't see I haven't watched the movie.
Well,
the
movie and the comics.
Oh, okay.
A lot of shit happens, right? So like, it's not like the show's just gonna pick up from the fucking weird ending that it got, right? So it'd be dicey, and they'd probably retcon shit, to be honest. If they retcon it and washes back, I'm sure the internet would forgive it.
It would just be really hard to do that show again. It would cost a whole bunch of money.
Well, they didn't give him a whole bunch of money for the first fucking show.
No, they did
that
not.
Was part of it. I think that's another speculation is like they fucked him on the budget a bit too. And honestly, some of the special effects are like kind of reminiscent of Fox shows at the time.
Yeah.
But like, there's just a lot of shit. Like they got like this little vehicle in their ship that they can drive around the planet with. It's a fucking 4-wheeler.
Yeah, it's a gator.
Yeah,
it's a golf cart.
Yeah, they just hung some space shit on it.
Yeah, they pretty much took a golf cart from a country club and put
no,
some,
it's like an ATV. It's like a
right.
It's not like a it's like a it's like a no, it's like you could pop a wheelie on that thing for sure, dude. You could definitely, if you fucking hit a sick enough hill, you could do a backflip. If you're not a bitch.
I think this I will say one of my favorite characters in the show, and I like how she's like this super important person. She's this space sex worker.
Oh yeah, the companion. Yeah.
She holds. She's also like an ambassador.
So okay, that's what I was young I think I was like 19.
Shout out OnlyFans models. There's a future.
And we have gone 15 minutes until Neil mentioned OnlyFans. I don't want to know how much you pay a month on that. Just so we're clear. Don't answer. I said I don't. I said I don't. Yeah, no, I really liked that aspect when I was younger. I'm like, oh, cool, because it's like the oldest profession. There's these things called companions, and they're essentially very fancy sex workers,
escorts,
but
space escorts.
Sure. And like so they explained in the first episode, like, she is essentially the ambassador because she's like the only one on the ship who's not like a fucking space rat, right? Like she has connections, things like that, like so they can get access through it's a very reputable service.
No zero gravity F scenes, by the way.
No zero gravity scenes in general. Oh no, that's not true. They're in space.
They're in space.
Handful of times.
But there's no fluid exchange.
Yeah. Well,
but that's they had it on Fox.
Can you come in space?
I'm sure you could. Some astronaut has. Fun fact.
Well, space,
like astronauts have brought the Firefly DVD collection to space.
Oh, no, like it's at the ISS, International Space Station.
Yeah, I don't know if it's still there, but they brought it up there and we're like,
DVD.
Yeah, like they were watching like the DVD Firefly.
I wonder if one
of those. I wonder if one of those like dorky scientists was like, let's fucking just
jerking it to Summer Glau.
Yeah, let's go do a job. Let's go take this ISS somewhere and go do a job.
I mean, they're fucking stuck in orbit. I'm sure they say all sorts of things like that. You're talking about global heroes.
Thank you for your service, astronauts.
No, somebody has definitely cranked one out, slapped one on, rubbed one in, whatever you want to call it.
Just none
in
of these,
space.
none of them are admitting it.
I mean, I'm sure one or two of them. You know,
I've.
The thing is like you can't like cry in fucking zero grav without like like when you cry,
Well, it just like beads out,
Yeah. So what do you think it's like when you fucking shoot the goot?
I mean, you would be propelled, like it would propel you.
This is a question for Hank Green for sure.
Yeah, can we get Neil deGrasse Tyson on here?
I'd rather hear from Hank. Anyway, no, at first I meant like in space, like space, but like I don't think you could pull your genitals out in space without dying anyway.
No, you would die immediately.
Just the jennies? If you just pulled your jennies out? Oh, so yeah, you would like get sucked out to your spacesuit.
So you're like out in a space suit,
and you like need to take a leak,
and you try to take a leak,
you
like
can't
you
shove
unzip.
the shiwi out.
No, I think you would either.
You would just get sucked through the zip.
I think you probably.
You can't just fucking.
I think
you can't just Carrie Fisher yourself back to the ship.
I think you kind of your cash and prizes would. Well, you'd either freeze or melt because the temperature fluctuations.
The nut would be real though. Could you imagine? Like you do it like right before climax, so you could do it as you die.
And it just propels you, like that's your propellant.
Oh God!
You're propelled by
propulsion in space.
And then that's
left to the suits.
You're just floating out in the void, propelled by.
And then you
last
Carrie Fisher yourself back to the ship. Who the fuck was like, hey, Leia, she has force. Yeah, like, get the fuck. We all knew it, but like, we didn't need her to survive in space. Especially posthumously.
Firefly season 2 needs to have a nut explosion of some kind.
I don't know if we're ever gonna get either of those things, unfortunately. Yeah, it was a fun show though. It created a cult fandom for sure. I mean, I don't know if it's still very much alive, but like, I bet you can go to comic conventions and still see people doing it.
Yeah,
I've
absolutely.
heard people this is one of those things where like there's been so much like time between like the cult fandom. Like couple decades at this point, right?
Over 2.
To where like people have like started over criticizing it, because like people love that show, and then there's people who've like have been hearing people love it for so long. They're like, I mean, come on, how fucking good was it?
Right.
Like,
I mean, you might get like say younger, like 20-somethings, right? Who like they go and watch a show from 2002, and they're like, oh my God, this. You can see this is all computer graphics. And,
sure. I wouldn't see me doing that.
They would.
You're talking about 20-somethings.
They would definitely crack on like, some of the elements because like.
Well, they wouldn't be able to say shit about the theme song because that thing is a fucking banger, dude.
It's a banger.
It's a banger, dude. Also, this is Joss Whedon's show. This is before Joss Whedon was Joss Whedon.
Before the Avengers and all that.
Yeah,
jazz.
I mean, now Joss Whedon is Joss Whedon.
Yeah.
Like
he
had a fucking arc, dude.
Now,
but like,
I don't think he struggles with getting budgets now.
No, I mean, I think he might. I don't think you're up to date on Joss Whedon at all.
Oh, I'm not. Wait a minute. What happened?
Joss Whedon. Okay, so there's Firefly. Who's Joss Whedon? Oh my God, Joss Whedon. And then like, he had a fucking career, dude, and he was like Joss Whedon, right? And now he's like Joss Whedon. Yeah.
Really? Just because of the last movies, people are getting tired of him?
Dude. Just Google it. I don't want to unpack Joss Whedon right now, but I'm sick of saying it. Stop making me say Joss Whedon. No.
Did he get canceled?
No. Well, kinda. Yeah. People
what
don't.
Do you do? Do you grab somebody's butt or?
No,
do you
he's just
grab
like
a space alien's butt.
Again, I don't want to. I don't want to unpack Joss Whedon right now.
Stick his nose.
Mostly because I don't remember exactly. I just know Joss Whedon isn't like super cool right now. But anyway, this was his first big thing. Put him on the map, and then his brother continued the comics. And we thought we would be living this life forever, and we just weren't. But this kind of did you're still thinking about what the fuck happened to Joss
Yeah,
Whedon.
I'm
I could
kinda
see it in your
wondering.
fucking
I'm
eyes,
like,
dude.
what did
Okay,
he
like, you know, and then like I'm pretty sure he was the one who did the Justice League. Yeah, I think he did the Justice League.
I know he did all those movies.
I don't know about all of them, but like, what's his name? Zack Snyder was doing Justice League, and then he stepped away because he had a death in his family, and then Joss Whedon took it over, and you know, people weren't down with what went down. You know, I mean, that's all you really, you know. Sometimes
but he didn't
things
crank
just kind
on
of
anybody's boobies, so couldn't have been that bad.
It's, you know, like
Space boobies. I don't know.
touching someone is not the only bad thing you can do, Neil.
Do you think in the in the 2500s, like people are just okay with a little boob cranking every now and then,
Cranking your own boobs?
or just others?
Well,
Like we've evolved past a point, you know, where it's like not taboo.
taboo.
Yeah.
I don't think we're ever going to evolve past consent. If that's what you're fucking asking me, Neil. I think we're always going to require that.
Well, I think it's important, but I just hope our species moves forward like they
What
do
does that mean?
in Firefly.
What does that mean? Move forward. We're always going to want consent.
Well,
Weird
at that
ti-
mark,
weird
it's
time to
important,
cut
it's
to a
important
break.
to have consent. Enjoy the graphic. Please like and subscribe.
Make sure you like, subscribe, comment below. We're always looking for new themes and ideas, so make sure you comment below a new idea you want us to tackle. Also, if you know what the fuck's going on with Neil, make sure you comment that below, too. We'll be right back.
Pro consent. We're back, my man.
We back.
We-
Yes, we are.
We are back. Still talking about Firefly.
Yes, we are.
Canceled on its maiden voyage.
Sure
so
was.
to speak.
Yeah.
The maiden voyage of the Serenity.
Yeah.
Name of the spacecraft.
Yes.
Named-
Firefly class.
Yeah. Firefly class, named after a battle that was lost in the Great Civil War
In Serenity Valley.
in Serenity Valley. That's right.
Mhm.
And some people, as they say in the show,
Mhm.
they're still not over the war.
Yeah, why would they be?
I guess you want to talk a little bit about the universe of the show?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so
Tell us about the universe.
I guess to
Just get into it.
Yeah,
Just tell us about it.
paraphrase
Hit us with the universe.
paraphrase as much as possible.
Sure.
You had this big civil war,
Yep.
right? And it was ultimately between, you know, this big kind of greater government, unifying government called the Alliance, and then you had the rebels who lost at the end of the day.
I believe the rebels wanted unification or something like that.
Yeah, they wanted what?
Pretty
rebels?
much what the aftermath of the Alliance winning is that there's like core planets in which they have everything you can think of, and then there's like outer rim planets and like even further planets than that just, you know, they've terraformed.
The frontier.
Yeah, they've terraformed, and it's just like people are starving, and you know they don't get much and shit like that.
Yeah,
so.
they just kind of like, it's kind of a situation where
It's a
it's
real
like-
Hunger Games situation, which
Yeah.
the capital has everything and all the other districts don't.
yeah, where the Alliance is still kind of in control of everything, but it's kind of like, you know, if you get like your apartment robbed or whatever, and the cops show up, they just kind of take a report, and you know nothing's gonna get done, sort of thing.
Yeah, definitely. Wait, you think that's still happening?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, that's the gist of what's going on in the universe. And you know, this ragtag group of people just floating around, hopping around from rock to rock, picking
Yeah.
up jobs where they can.
Couple of the main characters are veterans of the Civil War.
Yeah, the
on
two
the,
main.
on the rebel side.
Yeah, the rebel side. They're brown coats.
Yeah,
they call
brown
them.
coats.
Yeah. So yeah, they're just bouncing around, picking up jobs where they can, just surviving on the ship, sort of thing. Picking up jobs whether they're, you know, legal or not.
Yeah.
And they end up in, you know, they that's the thing. You know, this 2002 show, like, you know, they would end up on these like planets that were just terraformed and then just kind of left there. So there's just like groups of people there that just don't have a lot.
Yeah, that explains why like you get sort of this Western,
right.
like it's like they terraform these planets and then these settlers, right, bought like
or settlers, however.
Brought like a one-way ticket. You know, and then go there, and then they just kind of need to make do.
Yeah, so they got like fucking horse carriages.
And then that's why you'll see a cowboy hat.
And that's why people talk like it's the fucking
Yeah, it's a little weird because in the show you'll see there will be like somebody with like a laser rifle, but then someone will pull like a straight up like 6-shooter
right
on somebody.
They're not very clear on if the guns are shooting bullets or not.
No, you just kind of find out like
well, and the sound effects aren't very.
It's 2002 sound effects.
Definitely very tinny here.
There's a lot of pew pews.
Yeah, it's like pews. And like nothing sounds like a gun.
No.
Right? So it's like yeah.
And then also the big thing in the show is like the medical technology of the the central planets, like in the Alliance, is like
top notch.
You could like get decapitated and they'll be like, we'll just put your head back on.
Yeah, like we got
Whereas, like a paper cut will fucking kill you.
Yeah, you'll die of fucking
you'll still get like
you'll get dysentery.
Yeah. like you got to be careful about fording the rivers, on the planetary Oregon Trail.
For real.
But man, I bet you some of that chlamydia out in the outer planets probably
space
gets
chlamydia.
Yeah,
it's
space
probably
chlamydia
dope as hell. I bet you there's some space STD that feels good.
Yeah, it's refreshing in my opinion to still see that
the many universe theories suggest there is one.
Yeah, they're like
whorehouses.
We're gonna colonize this planet and make sure there's a saloon and a whorehouse there as
well. The people want what they want.
Yeah, it's like let's skip the part where we should maybe focus on I don't know, farming or whatever, but like saloon, let's make sure that's there.
Hey, if people have coin, they will pay it. I don't know what to tell you, buddy. What about so there's a shepherd character. Do you know what's up with him?
Is that the guy who's like the priest?
Yeah, Shepherd Book.
Yeah. So like he was an interesting character. I think they don't really say it, but I feel like he's like a Christian priest or.
Yeah, they don't really say it. He doesn't talk about Jesus, but he talks about God, and he's got like a Bible, but they don't say what kind of Bible. You know, I think it's non-denominational on purpose.
Yeah, they just sort of make him kind of.
He's a holy man.
Yeah, he's a mysterious dude.
He's a holy man on a fucking mission, sort of thing. Just kind of going where he's going, right? Yeah. And he gets on the ship and he's like, I think this is where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then some shit happens later on in the season when he gets like accidentally shot and like they take him, they don't want to, but they take him to like the nearest like thing, and it's like an Alliance,
like an
medical
Alliance
bay thing,
medical planet,
and they're kind of like the Alliance is like, nah, like you got to go to an emergency thing, and they're like, dude, he's fucking dying, and the Shepherd's like, scan my ID, and they scan it, and they're just like, get this man in there right now, and like he gets the best medical treatment possible and all that, and they're like, what was up with that?
Who dis?
Yeah.
Who dis, dude?
And he's just like, I'll tell you sometime. Maybe sometime I'll tell you. And like there's random things throughout the show which people are like, how the fuck does a shepherd know that? You know, like so.
But you don't get to like kind of the
they don't get to it.
You don't get to
in
the
big, show.
You don't get to the big why. That's kind of, I guess, if you're gonna watch the show or if you've already seen it, it's somewhat
Spoiler
of
alert.
It's somewhat of an irritating thing because there are certain things about the main characters where they kind of touch on, but because the show gets canceled, you just never know.
I think that's the only reason it's irritating. I didn't find it irritating while watching. It just sucks that like we don't get it. Like that. So what's going on with River? They give us what they give us in the movie. With Shepherd Book, it does get explained in the comics, and I think the comics happen between the movie, so they don't. That's why they don't talk about it in the movie and shit.
Okay.
So, yeah. Do you know what's up with Shepherd?
Like in the movie?
No, like why he's like what the thing is with Shepherd? Why he's all like fucking
no.
Well, so the story with Shepherd Book is that
lay it on me.
That's not his real name. He was like he was an Alliance he was a spy for, I forget what the other side is called, not the Alliance, but
the brown shirts or whatever.
the brown coats. I think that's an unofficial.
Yeah.
He was a spy for them. Like he rose up through the ranks in the Alliance, in the military there or something like that. And he actually has a fucking like cybernetic eye in which he was like a spy for us. So they got all sorts of good shit on him. I mean, it didn't really help. They still lost the war. But
yeah,
he was like a high-ranking something there. So that's why like his pass got him clearance and all that.
So it gets that little bullet taken out of him.
Yeah, but he had to assume a new identity. So he like lured some dude named whatever his current name is into an alley, killed him, and then took on his name for the rest of his life.
And became a holy man.
Yeah. Well, no, he joined and became a spy and all that for many years. And then afterwards, like, he found religion and became a holy man and all that. And, like, you know, shortly after that, he found Firefly and joined the crew. So, like, that's what's going on with him. He is a holy man now, but, like, one of his eyes is, like, cybernetic and was recording everything for, like, against the Alliance and stuff like that.
Would you join the Firefly crew?
Would I join the Firefly crew?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, why not?
Yeah, why the hell
what
not?
What the fuck you talking about? Do I want to be in a fucking spaceship going around from planet to planet?
Just doing like just pulling some
fuck?
jobs, you know?
Shit.
I mean, I guess
I would love to be Wash, just fucking cruising, got my wife on board, and she's badass. Like, what the fuck? She saves plates of food for me and stuff like that. Get the fuck out of here, dog. What the fuck? Would you not want to do that shit?
The captain's gonna kind of. It feels like the captain's gonna nail his wife.
No, I mean they get into that, and the wife's like, if he wants to nail me, he can't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Again, you know.
Would you?
Consent. Would I what?
Would you nail the wife?
If I was captain?
Yeah.
I mean, when you're captain of the ship, you have to understand. No, I mean, there's definitely like a tension because the wife and the first what's the first mate? What's her role? She's the second in command. Yeah, she's just like the second in command. This badass
and she
soldier.
She fought like she's a veteran too. They
fought
together.
They fought together in the fucking war together. Yeah. Like they bought like the ship together. Well, I think the captain bought the ship and was like, "Yo, you're coming with me."
Yeah.
And like they explain all that, like the origin story of like how they all got onto the ship. You know, outside of the pilot. So. You know, and like she met he needed a pilot, like they hired a pilot and they met each other and she fell in love with him and they got married and all that shit. Like, so, I mean, the tension is there because they're so close, you know, Malcolm and Zoe, they're so close from working in the war. And
they pooped in a foxhole together.
They pooped together. They did all sorts of stuff together, you know. War
Probably
is
wiped
war.
each other.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, you know.
It's all good in the foxhole, man. If it's cold, it's cold. You snuggle up.
Shit, yeah.
I had seen the actress that plays her. She's in Suits.
Okay,
she's
is
like
she?
this,
yeah.
She's like
she's in a lot of stuff.
But like I like really know her from Suits, and she plays this like power attorney partner.
Sure,
right. So it was kind of hard watching. I mean, it's obviously like a younger. She was in that 15, Chris Rock movie too. She's like 15 years younger in the show. Mm-hmm. So it was a little hard for me to be like, oh, this is Jessica Pearson from Suits,
She was also married to Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh, man.
What?
She was married to Morpheus?
Now you really want to be her, right?
Yeah.
Like, shit.
Man.
I mean.
She took the red pill?
From 2002 to 2018.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, she took the red pill.
She took the red pill
and
for a decade and a half.
Can you imagine being married to Lawrence Fishburne? Like, honey, did you do the dishes?
Yeah.
Like, did I do the dishes?
Why
the dishes must be done.
Why are we eating this oatmeal again? So what do you think? Like, overall thoughts on the show?
Overall thoughts.
Like, outside, I mean, the commentary on the show is vast.
Sure.
Right.
I love space.
I love space too.
A lot of people have made comments and be like, it's just a ship full of Han Solos. Like, they can't all be Han Solos. But like, I disagree.
I disagree with that.
I don't think they're all Han Solos, but I think if they all were Han Solos, that'd be kind of fucking cool too.
That'd also be a fucking cool
honestly
show.
like viewing this show in a post Mandalorian world, like Mandalorian
is also kind of like a space western.
Yeah, so is Cowboy Bebop.
Yep.
So I mean, it's been done a lot since then. I don't know if this was like the thing that kind of like came into the mainstream first or not. I'm sure maybe it's been done before, but like this was the first like space western sort of thing. I don't know how old Cowboy Bebop is actually.
Cowboy Bebop, I want to say, is older.
It might be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
But I mean, this show
Cowboy Bebop is dope.
Yeah,
anyway.
it's wild. I mean, this show is like Firefly is like space cowboy posse, right? Like they're sort of a band of bandits.
Yeah.
Right. Mandalorian is kind of like the Lone Ranger in a way, just in space. I think it would be cool.
In Star Wars space.
You got like the Guardians of the Galaxy, right? Where it's sort of an offshoot of this genre, like
space, I would say that's accurate.
Space bandits,
just a bunch of fucking people in a ship, just doing what the fuck they want to do.
Yeah, so I mean, like I think like
two people fall in love and all that.
I think that there's definitely a space within the entertainment realm where this show could happen.
I think it could happen today.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it could have happened any time between when it aired and now, and like still have been successful. It just unfortunately it got canceled, right?
Yeah.
I think there's just like been so many shows that like I think Star Trek might have been the first big show where it was like, each episode we're gonna go to a new planet and explore that, and it's like that's like the plot's gonna revolve around that. There's gonna be some people who hang by the ship, and that has been like done a handful of times since then, and a lot of times it doesn't work out.
Well, the first seasons of Star Trek, like they were like mediocre ratings, if I remember.
Right? Yeah. I think there's only like fucking 6 episodes of that or something like that.
Yeah, like it was kind of like, are we gonna keep this or are we not? I mean, the sci-fi genre in kind of that time frame, if you were to go back, like it was
like the 60s.
Yeah, well, it was still kind of rough.
Yeah.
Is there really a demand for this? Like, do people actually want to watch this?
Right.
It was kind of experimental. But I think now people like this stuff.
Right.
I mean,
who doesn't like fucking sci-fi?
Well, plus you can
Not
have,
everybody doesn't like
plus
sci-fi,
you can
but
kind of
like,
have
I
a
fucking
lot
love
of fun
sci-fi.
Well, plus like, I mean, now, we're sort of living in almost sort of a pseudo sci-fi in a way reality with like AI and all this other
no we're not
stuff.
This is the dumbest fucking future ever, dude. This is the dumbest
Where are the flying
fucking
cars?
Future. This is the dumbest fucking future ever, dude. I know a buddy who couldn't get into his apartment not that long ago because his fucking doorknob ran out of batteries, dude. This is a stupid fucking future, dude. I hate this future.
Was the doorknob telling him like, go get me a new battery?
No, it wasn't. It's just fucking stupid.
I'm hungry for a lithium battery.
Where it's like idiocracy. We got all these fucking things and we don't know how to use them.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, we are living, technological advancements, all that shit. I know, I understand the gist of what you were saying. Yeah, I mean, people like sci-fi, and like the sci-fi that comes out of today's times could be pretty interesting based on that, right? So, I think we should do Cowboy Bebop soon.
Cowboy Bebop would be cool.
Not the original anime. We should do when Netflix tried to make a live action of it. An episode of that. Did you see that?
No, I did not.
Oh yeah, we should do that. You seen the anime?
Yeah, I've seen the anime, and dude, I do not like anime.
Comment below if you want us to do Cowboy Bebop, because I mean,
hot take: Neil fucking cannot stand anime, but I did watch Cowboy Bebop.
Okay. I mean, yeah, so I don't know. I don't watch a lot of anime myself, but I've seen Cowboy Bebop. I've seen, like, some of the big hits, but, like, I have seen Cowboy Bebop because I love space.
Do you watch anime pornography?
I don't watch animated any pornography at all. But I'm not really big.
Not even space pornography?
No. I don't even think I've seen space porn.
You should try it out.
Okay. Tentacles and balls are your biggest search terms.
Tentacles, balls, space.
With AI, anything anything's possible, I guess.
Anything's possible with AI.
Anyway, yeah, I don't watch a lot of anime. I don't watch anime. I've tried a few of them. Like every now and then I'll see one. People be like, "You gotta watch this one," and I'll watch it.
Well,
I'm not like an anime.
They got
guy.
that stuff now. It's not anime, but it's like animation in a way, like
Animation.
the Love and
Animation.
Robots series on.
Oh yeah, I'm
Netflix.
down with shit.
That
Animation.
stuff's real wild.
I haven't seen it. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Like I mean, I've seen like K-pop Demon Hunter, but I wouldn't call that anime.
Yeah, it gets out there. It's out there for sure. I mean, that's I guess sci fantasy.
I have friends who are really into anime, and I remember one of my buddies sent me like a screenshot of this new anime that dropped, and it was like I'm in love with like a vending machine or something like that. I can't remember the exact title.
They give you what you desire.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where most people get their food in Japan, from vending machines.
Oh, you were talking about vending machines in general. Yeah. No, totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a big. Yeah.
We got 2 vending machines in my building.
My dad was a vending machine guy. Still is. He's a vending machine guy. He fixes them, fills them up, repairs them, sells them, buys them. Anyway, whatever you want to do to a vending machine, except love it. But he like posts. I remember he sent me like a screenshot of it, like the title, and like we laughed about it. I forget the name of like it was like I think it was called like I'm in love with the vending machine or something like that. And we both LOL'd at it or whatever. And then he was like, next time I talked to him, he's like, dude, so I actually watched the vending machine. Like I started watching it, and we both like laughed about it. Then the next time I talked to him, he's like, okay, so the vending machine show, it actually gets pretty good.
That's a lovely father-son bonding moment right there.
It wasn't my dad.
I thought you said it was your dad. Who is this guy who you're just talking about?
Maybe I was unclear.
This wasn't a paternal figure?
No, my dad doesn't watch anime, nor do I talk to him that much consistently. No, my buddy who's an anime guy.
Oh, he's a vending machine guy.
Yeah, I was just mentioning off the cuff that my father is a vending machine guy, not an anime guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. What kind of porn does your dad like?
I don't know.
Do you think it's straight porn? And if it's straight porn, do you think the women in the straight porn like resemble your mother, or like they resemble like the opposite of your
probably
mother?
The opposite.
Oh,
straight, yes. Opposite, probably.
Maybe it's like a gray area in the sexual orientation.
Yes, my mother.
He's been jerking it for so long. Maybe he's like searching for like other things outside of his norm. So he's watching like gay stuff and trans stuff too.
I don't think so. Yeah,
you'll never know until you know.
No. Plus, I think the Catholic guilt would like.
Oh, that makes it hotter.
Him.
Yeah. You should.
Oh, it makes it dangerous.
Yes, it does. You know. You want to call him? Let's ask him.
Something I will not be asking my dad.
Put him on the phone. I have your dad's number.
Yeah,
let's call him.
He would be like he would say something along the lines of like. Don't you have something better to be doing right now?
Right now, no.
Or he'd be like, I have to go do something
Tell
else.
him Luke wants to know.
You'd probably be like, I really need to go and do something else. I will talk to you. Call your mother. I'll talk to you later.
You think your mom would know what kind of porn your dad likes?
No, I don't. I mean, I think my parents probably don't get into any. I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, it's just straight white bread type shit, right?
Probably.
No,
yeah.
No, that's a shame.
Just twin.
It's a whole world out there.
Beds separate.
Oh God.
Separated by a nightstand.
Some I Love Lucy shit. Is that I Love Lucy?
That's just like early network TV in general. You know,
they only pushed them together to make babies.
Only for procreation. Going back to Firefly, they didn't really show like how we. I mean, obviously, people are banging.
There was like a banging scene. There was a bang scene.
Yeah, but like no like kids are like born.
What?
Or like,
are you asking why Firefly didn't show
a birth?
A birth? A live sci-fi birth?
I'm just saying, like, there wasn't anything, you know, you think, like, future, it's like, oh, are humans being, you know, like...
genetically...
built now, you know what I mean? Or some crazy shit like that. Oh, also, interesting thing about Firefly, there's no aliens.
There's no aliens. It's
No
all humans.
aliens.
There are the Reavers.
The Reavers.
Which, we don't know if they're human or whatever, but like they're pretty much human.
Yeah.
And like we don't know if it's some sort of alien thing that happened to these.
Yeah.
It's a set of humans, and they clear it up in the movie. That's another thing that was like a mystery through the show.
They left it hanging in the show. I had to go and seek out like what's the
movie's pretty good too because like you get to see what the show would have been like with a budget.
Yeah.
But yeah, essentially, what is it like? There's like a planet where they were experimenting on people to make them like super docile, and like the experiments failed, and they kind of just like abandoned it, but it just like created this like subsect of human that was like
the super aggressive
cannibals, and
like eats people. They eat people.
But like somehow they're like organized enough to like fly ships and like chase people and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
which is weird. It's like they're like smart social zombies,
right?
Because they don't really say
also, like,
that they like live out a life and die, but they they can be killed.
They probably have, but also like they can like turn other humans into one of them, sort of thing. Yeah, they're a little loose on that.
Yeah, they play that a little loose.
Or maybe I just haven't seen the movie in a while, which I haven't. I haven't seen the movie.
I want to watch the movie because of the show. I want to watch the movie.
Yeah, I mean, I think you should watch the movie. It's a good movie. You should definitely watch the movie. Why wouldn't you watch the movie?
Is there any nudity?
I don't remember. I don't think so. I think it's PG-13.
Maybe a butt.
Maybe. I don't
The
remember.
movie came out in 2005. If it's PG-13, there's
a lot of butts in that
time.
There's a butt. Yeah, it was a butt-heavy time.
butt.
I don't remember if there's any nudity or not. Fucking look it up. Comment below if there's nudity in the Serenity movie. Yeah, it's a good movie.
They didn't. You know what? They didn't. They don't show people taking space dumps at all.
Yeah, Neil, they don't show that in most space movies.
Where do they dump?
How
do they dump?
Where do Jedi dump? How do Jedi dump?
They don't need to dump. They just like
force
it out of them.
They still dump.
I don't think they do.
If they, dude, that's how I dump. I force it out of me. What are you talking about?
No, they like, probably like, kind of just.
It still
like,
exits their body.
Yeah, I think they do something.
You're
else
speculating
with it.
so hard, dude. Like,
I think that's what powers their lightsabers.
Okay. You claim to be a Star Wars fan.
You got Yoda right here.
You got Yoda right here. And it's like,
attaboy.
I know what powers their lightsabers, and it's not fucking space dump.
What is it? Fucking batteries? Like the fucking fucking Energizer?
Well, no, like the to end your training, you build your own lightsaber.
Oh, that's right. But they never show like the power source.
Yeah, they explain it in the books and
a bunch of hunky
in the books and the comics and the video
there.
games and all that it got retconned when Disney bought them for no fucking reason. It was all explained then.
Fine.
Yeah. No.
No lightsabers in Firefly.
No, there
were swords though.
Yeah,
there's a sword fighting scene.
Yeah, there was like a dueling
scene.
There was a dueling scene with like fucking fencing swords, wasn't it?
Which I have to. It's kind of funny. Funny thing about Firefly is you kind of need to remind yourself a few times. You're like, oh yeah, this is set in the 2500s.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, it does get a little old timey every now and then.
Like there'll be when there's. I mean, because pretty much every episode ends with like a kind of a gunfight at the OK Corral in a way. You know.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, they do lean into the Western thing sometimes.
No tumbleweeds.
It's a very interesting world or universe that they built there.
I'd live in it. It's a fun ride. I'd live in it for a day.
Yeah, I mean it's a fun ride.
Yeah.
I'd love to see like a video game or something like that. You know, like it's a fun ride.
We'd see where we would take a dump together. That's for certain.
Yeah.
Maybe we could dump together in the future.
You want to take a number 4 in the future together?
Like we like face to face dump, and like that's how they do it in the future. It's like that's where we.
I thought you were like proposing that we do it. Oh, you're wondering how they. I mean, there's only one sci-fi movie that talks about taking a shit in the future, and they never explain it.
Which one's that?
Demolition Man.
Oh, Demolition Man,
With
right?
the
The shells.
seashells, yeah.
The shells. Yeah.
It's the only one where they talk
Yeah.
about future poops.
What do they do with the shells?
Well, I mean, I think in Idiocracy they talk about shitting, but that's just because it's like a fart-heavy, poop-heavy civilization. And it sounds like they just shit regularly, but like they have like lazy boys with
the
shit spilled
electrolytes
inside.
they drink.
Yeah. Anyway, how you feeling, man?
Feeling good. I say we wrap it up.
Yeah, you want to give it a. Do you recommend watching it in 2025?
I recommend watching Firefly in 2025. You better fucking put your thumbs up.
I really hate to do this, but I'm going to agree
with
with you.
Oh my god!
Yes.
I was legitimately like, "How
No,
dare
definitely-
you?"
Definitely, it's a great show. It's totally worth it if you're into sci-fi. If you're into Nathan Fillion's hair swoops, it's just great.
Pretty easy watch too.
Pretty easy watch. It's a fun
Yeah.
watch.
So we did Chaos last week, and not an easy watch.
Not an easy watch. Well, I thought it was a fun watch.
Well, it's fun, but it's just like
It's a long watch.
It's more complex.
Firefly, you could throw it. It's a great show, and you could. It's got a great rewatchability too. You're not stuck into this fucking huge plot that doesn't get resolved, right? It's a great show and it's a great watch. Still worth it in 2025. I wonder if maybe in the future they'll do something with it, but at this point, I don't think anyone's holding their breath. But that's what I got. Make sure you comment below on something you'd like to see us do in the future. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, all the stuff.
Hit it
Hit
for
that shit.
sure.
But yeah,
We will see you next
on
week.
the flip side. I thought you were gonna say something way cooler.
Oh
than that.
no,
My
we'll
bad.
see
No,
you to
go, let's go.
review. We'll be reviewing another canceled series next week.
On the
And,
flip side.
By all means, let us know if you have any suggestions.
Yeah, I just said that. Didn't I just say that?
I wanted to reiterate
Oh,
it.
dude, I appreciate that. All right, y'all. We're gonna fade out in like a couple seconds.
Thanks to our sponsors / still don't have any accepting them.
All right, peace.